thank you for talking to FrankWarren.tv. You've got a tough fight on your hands on Friday the 31st at Aston Villa Event Centre, haven't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's you know, when you're coming through on the undercard, like the time when I was younger, you get fights where you have to come through and you still have to beat them, but the odds are heavily stacked in your favour. I don't think many people, outside of myself and my trainer and manager, would see that this fight is one of those. Even though I am past the undercard thing, to be honest, I'm at championship level. I'm just waiting for the opportunities to come, and fighting the likes of Gerhard will do me good. It'll push me forward. It's a big win, and I'm sure it'll create a bit of a splash.
What's it been like training? Because you're obviously with Richie Wardle, as Don Broadhurst, who's topping the bill that night. When it was sort of all finalised and you knew it was going to be a hometown fight with Broadhurst topping the bill, what did it do for training?
It's always nice. You always want to be top of your game in your when you're sort of a co-feature or main event, whatever, in a hometown fight. It's sometimes when you're boxing away from home and you're down the undercard. You obviously you're professional. You want to get in. You want to get the win. You want to do as well as you can. But I think being at home and knowing you have a lot of support there, I think it puts a little bit of pressure. But I think it also it helps you raise your game, and you want to put on a good performance.
How's training been for you?
Training's gone well. My hands were a little bruised after the last fight, but then I had a couple of weeks off the gym anyway. And now I've been back now. I've had 6 good weeks to build up to this fight. I'm in good shape. I'm very fit. All my running's gone well. My sparring's gone well, and I'm feeling sharp. I'm looking forward to the fight.
You describe yourself as an aggressive type of fighter. What can we sort of expect on the Friday the 31st?
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't think I've ever been in a boring fight as such. Some have been more exciting and dramatic than others, but I think as I've grown, as I've got older and I've developed, I think I've become more of a rounded fighter. I've still got that aggressive nature. I've still got an all-action style. I like to get in there. I like to put punches together. I like to score knockouts. But I think I'm using my head a little bit more now. I'm boxing off the jab a bit more, and I'm not as probably gung-ho or as reckless. So, I've got to be careful with Gerhard. He can punch. He's very strong. He's quite sharp with the counters. He's got a very good defence. So I'm going to have to take my time, set some traps, use my boxing skills and apply the pressure as the fight goes on.
How important has it been for you training with Richie Wardle? He's been there, he's seen it, he's done it. You've mentioned there about taking your time and setting traps. To have somebody like that with that type of knowledge who's done it himself, how important is that?
Yeah, no, definitely. What I've probably lacked in my career, I've needed to become more settled, in the ring and outside of the ring. Training at home means I'm a lot more settled. I think I've settled down in the ring. I've become more patient. I'm taking my time more. Obviously, Richie was a very good boxer, very good long-range skills. We're different, but we're similar, and he's just helping me to hone what makes me best. But he's definitely adding a touch of, I suppose, patience or thoughtfulness. Whatever way you'd like. Just to be more careful, not so gung-ho. Sometimes in the past I've got dragged into wars where really I've dropped down to their level when I could have stuck to my skills and won an easy fight. Like Richie says, every time you get hit with a big clean shot, it's a round off your career. So that's something to bear in mind. And no, I'm happy now being at home training, and looking forward to boxing in front of my home crowd.
You mentioned that obviously you're training there at home. You have your younger brother here as well training. Do you feel there's some sort of pressure on you because you have to set an example? He's looking up at you in everything you do?
Well, he's everywhere anyway. He always sneaks in my bag, even in Manchester and Florida he was there. So no, that doesn't really make any difference. But yeah, we're very close. I'm 7 years old, and he probably looks up to me. So I always try and do things in the ring and outside the ring best I can, and hopefully he goes on and has a good little career himself.
26 years old now. How keen and how desperate almost are you to step to the next level fight-wise and start, homing in?
Yeah, well, I've always been mad for boxing. I've always loved it. Anyone who knows me knows how hard I train, how much it means to me, how much I put in, and I've had my share of inactivity and share of injuries, which is very, very frustrating. I've had a couple of losses, but I believe I've always come back a better fighter from them. It's built character, it's built mental toughness, and it's probably built a deeper hunger because I don't want to lose again. I believe in my ability. I believe in myself. I think we're going all the way to world champ. I'm not in it to be a British champion or European champion. I'm in it to be a world champion, and that's why I'm taking fight. A lot of people would say, "Well, why fight Gerhard? There's nothing to gain and a lot to lose." But I believe I want to fight Gilly Pavlik. Not now, but 12 months from now. And I can't go from fighting. Guys say that I've been fighting to fighting Pavlik, where you fight a Gerhard and you fight someone a little bit better than the next time. You keep stepping it up, and then 12 months time down the line, I'm sure we'll be ready.
And just to finally, what do you think the atmosphere is going to be in that Aston Villa Event Centre on Friday night?
It'll be electric, no doubt about that. That I can guarantee.
Thanks very much, Mathew.